Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show on Hotline Radio. And we just want to thank you again for tuning in to listen to transformational stories that are changing lives. And we have another individual on the line right now. She is out of Gatineau, Quebec, also very close to Ottawa, Ontario, which is the capital of Canada, for those listening in the United States. And she's a powerful woman. She's a wife. She is the mother of an autistic son. And we also have in common that our fathers were both pastors. Right now, she's dominating the financial world as a financial consultant. Please welcome Jolene Hung to the show. How are you doing today, Jolene?
Excellent. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Very good. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, too, for the opportunity.
You're more than welcome. So let's get to it, Jolene. Tell us a little bit about your background leading up to your role right now, your passion work as a financial consultant.
Well, I grew up in a small town in Taiwan, and my father is a community minister there at church. My whole family is right into ministry work. My grandpa and my father actually had built many local churches. So I grew up in a very conservative family. Life had going well. I came to Canada, study. I was a marine biologist. And then one day my father said, yeah, I know. He said, why you're not going to work in a ship with many, many men? That's dangerous. So how about find an office job? Yeah. So I said, okay. I went to the bank, making a deposit for my family, and I was about to graduate. I went to UBC. I got my master's degree at British Columbia. And I said, well, I'm just going to apply job, who knows. So what happened, God had led me to enter the bank. That was more than 20 years ago. So, yeah, and I got married. I have a baby. My life seems very good until I found out my son has autism. And that was quite a journey. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to do. It's the most difficult time I have in my life. It was very dark for almost 10 years. And it's about 5-6 years ago, I think I woke up during the night, can't sleep, just to see how can I help my son and how can I give him some kind of secure future. So I done my research. And then, long story short, at that time I found out there's nobody really in Canada. At that time I was in Gatineau, Quebec. I had to move to Ottawa, Ontario, because there's services in language. And we serve English here. And the other side, they serve in French. So it's a little bit difficult for my family to go to professionals. And then they don't have enough English servicing professionals. So for my son, with his disability. So anyway, so the life goes on, and I realized God had given me challenges. I need to learn how to serve family with special needs. So it's been my calling. So that's what happened. I mean, look at my son and look at my training in the bank. The door actually opened a couple of years ago. I became a stockbroker and specialized in helping families with special needs. So it's because of him I continue. It was very, very difficult for many years. Anyway, so now it's all good now. It's
but now
anyway.
there's a balance, through the hardship. You learn to manage everything, and I think that's the operative word when it comes to living with someone with an exceptional quality like your son. Now, in the range of pervasive disorders, in autism, it can be very high functioning to lower end. Where does he place in that spectrum?
Well, that's when the hardship started. When he was 2 years old, he didn't really start to speak until he was 4. We went to a children's hospital. And for almost a year and a half, he hasn't speak a word, not even a sound. So basically, the diagnosis they're telling me, he probably won't able to speak at all. And then we probably have to learn sign language. was how desperate the situation is. We went through lots of hardship. Even he buy every dentist he can. He doesn't want to brush teeth.
Wow.
So at the age of 6, he had to went through a major operation on his teeth. I can't remember how many teeth we removed. Yeah, because we cannot even open his mouth, right, to do things properly. So it was quite severe at the time. So I have to pretty much use all my senses, my knowledge in the marine biologist. I have a 1-year medical school training in my university, and I went overboard. I went to the United States. I went to every single conference. I even have a degree to be a therapist. I actually had a course, all that. And then my son right now is 16 years old, and he is integrated with a typical school. He's able to play band. I know he right now they say he's high function, but I know if you went back to his medical history, it's not a diagnosis we received when he was young. He was telling us, the doctor basically told us he probably had to live in a group home and not able to speak, etc., etc. Was very, very bad. Anyway, so that's kind of helped me to maximize I actually use all my financial resources to save my son. I had to deplete all my savings and then all my financial resources, everything to put him back to track. Then going through a hardship made me understand I do have enough skills to help families financially go through difficult time. Of course, good time as well, right? So all that training, just I become very strong because of training. And, I suffer lots of emotional stress. Doctor even give me drugs to fight with depression and all that. I don't want it. I don't think that's a solution. And then give my son all kind of medicines. There's no treatment, which I don't believe too. I believe there's a way, other way to deal with it. And just have to follow your guts, as a mother, have to follow your guts. And how to maximize your financial resources to find the best effective way to treat the child. I don't know how many details. In the beginning, actually, was almost like nobody wanted to talk about in the family, especially in the pastor's family. My father think it was a big shame. Lots of my mother-in-law think I probably ate something when I was pregnant. So all that, it's a lot stressful. Nobody think my son has autism, because to get a diagnosis also not a challenge too, because nobody know what's going on. And at that time, we talk about 16 years ago, nobody give a diagnosis at a young age. We have to fight to get a diagnosis so we can entitle to the services and still minimum. Ontario actually just passed one of the big law recently, I believe it's 2 weeks ago, to lift the age restrictions to receive services. And that was a big thing. Before 18 years old, they stopped everything. So that was a big thing for Ontario residents. I'm quite happy for that. It's just amazing how things can change so much now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And your son is higher functioning. He's 16, and he's doing great.
Yeah, he can eat himself. We spent actually almost 4 years to train him how to use toilet. So I probably bought all the video in the market. We even drew him a storybook. We use the picture exchange program. We do everything. We spent 4 years to teach him how to use toilet properly. Knock the door, open the door, take off your pants, use your tissue paper and wash your hands. All that procedure took us 4 years to train him. So it's a lot of efforts. But now he's okay. He pick out mail. He know how to clean the garbage. He water the garden. He say hi to people. It's a very delightful young man. Yeah.
Wonderful. And I have to say that Your story is really moving, and I'm sure that people listening who have children who are autistic will use this as some kind of comfort, because sometimes when you're going through, the beginning stages of hardship, like when you went through with your son when he was younger, it seems as if you're alone, right? It seems as if you're completely alone on an island, and there's no cheerleaders, no support. No one knows how to get you through this, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So your sharing right now was a light at the end of the tunnel for a lot of people who just don't know where to turn. Do you find people asking you questions, like parents? Are you connected with other parents who go through a similar situation where you are, or have you been in a position where you're able to really minister to someone through your journey?
Yes, I am. I'm looking for a solution. Okay, and I am the solution. When I say that is, I went to many groups, and I'm not talking about certain group or certain people. I just find lots of group. I call them pity party. So you go there, and I cry. I ask for help all the time. And when the emotion gone, we have to find the solutions. And by doing what I'm doing today, I actually helping families. I'm able to have enough tools to do something, actually help me and my son, and give purpose to my life. Because before, if I only go into the group and cry and emotions, all that, it's not really helping. You see, it helps to a certain degree, but I always say, and I learn a lot from Joel Osteen. I listen to his radio show a lot. Like, I'm a victor. I'm not a victim. So by able to come out with the darkness and say, God, thank you for giving me training at my young age. So I have enough professional trainings to help my son. And now through my experience, I can able to help more family, actually empower myself.
Yes.
And one of the messages was tell parents, like, be your own hero, because everybody's busy to save themselves. So I use that as a joke, like, believe me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I can even speak English at that time. I hardly speak English. People don't understand me. And then they say, what you try to say, Miss Hung? I say, well, I had to be advocate for my son. If my son cannot speak, I have to speak for him. Yes. So I went to big meetings, small meetings, school meeting. I told a teacher this and that. He cannot do this. He will do that. In the beginning, nobody understand him. I remember in the kindergarten, they trained him in the high chair all day long. I didn't know that. And I know I see a video. People are too, don't have enough training how to help kids with autism. So they think to put him in a high chair is safe. Actually creates so many issues for him. He has a diaper rash. He end up banging his head on the table because he cannot express himself, etc., etc. So become actually dangerous to the kids and to other kids too. So all that, I have lots of tears. I tell you, it's not a solution. I say this experience now, I'm helping other people, and people know when the family come and find me, they know I had the experience like theirs. They connect with me, and then the tools, the financial helps, the things I can help them actually ease their burdens. So they know somebody taking care of their investment and financials. They will have more freedom to do things they enjoy. So that is something I transform. And I like to give in all kinds of seminars, the real tools to help people, legal help, lawyers, accountants. They know how to help families with special needs. Their income tax has to be different. How to claim those benefits. Those things are a real help. And then the family get more efficiency with the money so they can do more for the kids. And for adults too, when they grow up, it's amazing to see some of the family I took care of for many, many years. Now I look back, the kids now is in the university now. Some of them already found job, which is all amazing. Like it's life transformed for me too. For me that's the biggest encouragement. I have no time to be depressed anymore. I just have to keep moving. Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful statement that you made, and I love Joel Osteen too. He's a source of inspiration for me. And what you said, it resonates with me, that you should be a victor. We are victors, not victims. And that reminds me of a conversation I had with a woman who went through some hardship in her marriage. And I said, well, you're a survivor. And she says, no. Survivors have that victim mentality. She says, I'm a warrior. And yes. Jolene, you're a warrior. So I just appreciate, your candor and how transparent you are about your journey, because it can only really help people get unstuck in whatever, pity parties you said, and to overcome and to help themselves. So this is a really empowering conversation, and I know people want to continue this conversation with you, either through social media or even meeting you face to face in seminars that you're setting up. So how can they do that? How can they connect with you?
Well, I am in the social media, Facebook. It's all under my personal name, Jolene Hung, Investor Group. Also, I have been Twitter, Facebook. I also publish my cell phone and my email on my internet. I am very open with that. I'm transparent. I told my client I work from 7 to 7. They can text me, email me, or call me anytime. And I do a team right now supporting me. They are wonderful. They're very experienced, deal with families and special needs, investment, all that. So I got a whole team to support me. So anytime they can contact me any way they want. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, email, text, all that. It's all available.
Excellent.
Do you want my cell phone number? Anything you want to share. Absolutely. I was thinking about that, Nikki, when I say, I'd rather people put some effort, because I always thinking people have to help themselves as well. And the universe God help people who want to help themselves too. So I think that's very important. And you do come and ask for help, and then I will able to help you. So I do my best. There is not just the money. There's much more to do, and the good deeds never get lost. So I'm just happy for that. I can able to help big investment or small investors. As long as out there, I will do my best. Yeah,
fantastic, so Jolene. I'm so thankful for your just for your conversation today. It's conversations that matter. That's what the show is about, and I am so excited about meeting you in the very near future in Gatineau, and we're going to continue this conversation and really invite people to meet Jolene. So if you're listening now and you want to come down to Gatineau, Quebec, please meet with us June 28th at 6 o'clock at La Creole Express, 61 Wellington Street, and hear more about what all the wonderful things Jolene is doing in the community. So, Jolene, I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Say hello to your son for me, and I'll see you soon in Gatineau. You've been listening to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show with our very special guest, Jolene Hung. She is an advocate for children with autism and also a financial consultant in the Gatineau, Ottawa area. So please connect with her, and we wish all the listeners a fantastic and blessed day. Thanks very much, Jolene. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.